Alright, here we have the final fight of my final Necropolis path, and this is the Grandmaster, of course, phase 4, and let's just get it done with Shuri. Now, this isn't ideal, right? You want to have a reverse control immune champion for this final phase because it makes it much easier, but even without it, it still isn't too bad once you kind of learn it, but like at first it is very annoying. But yeah, Necropolis, really fun piece of content. Of course it was challenging. Each path was quite the amount of revives, right? Because Aegon, who was my main champion for the runs, isn't necessarily a cheap option. He is just a fast option, and I have some stuff coming up, so I really want to just get this done ASAP, so that's why I rushed it pretty much, and Aegon was so good for just rushing this as fast as possible. His damage output in like these type of fights is so unreal. But yeah, Aegon, you can't stop Aegon, if we're being honest. He is just that powerful whenever he is at max combo. It is honestly just absurd. But Shuri here as well, my second MVP. And honestly, right now, Shuri's probably the best tech champion because she is so good here. One of the best, if not the best for it, besides like Aegon and Wong. And also, she's great everywhere else, right? So there really isn't something that she can't do. She is just so good. But yeah, we are almost done with this final phase, and it was very trippy for sure, but once you get it like memorized, it really isn't too bad, and you can do it with anyone. So Shuri here, she had the most health, so I'm like, okay, let me just use her for it, and she does an exceptional job for this final phase. We're almost done here though, just like one more combo, one more relic hit, then we're good. So here I dropped the combo, then I dropped the SP3, and this SP3 is enough to just finish off the job, and that is Necropolis done 100%. I am just so pumped about this, man. Finally, it's over. It was a slog for sure, but honestly, this piece of content is very well done. But now it is rewards time, and first off, we have a launch pool selector. So any champion in the base pool I can pick, but it's the first 36, right? So Atuma doesn't count, unfortunately. If it did count, it would be him, without a doubt. But yeah, for my selection here, I think I just have to go Mantis. I feel like she is the best champion that I'm missing right now. But look at all the options, man. There's Dragon Man, who I'm missing. There is a Wong dupe. There is a Gore, who I don't have either. Just so many good options here, man. But I think it has to be Mantis. Gore was so tempting, though, because he's such a strong attacker and defender. But Mantis is just such an awesome character, and she is an absolute monster in Battlegrounds and just questing as well. So yeah, as much as I love Gore, and I was really thinking about it here, I think it just had to be Mantis, right? But there are just so many good champions in the base pool as well. But let's just lock it in, and there is Mantis selected, my brand new Mantis. You'll love to see it. But look at those rewards, man. 7-star Maestro, a Titan Crystal, a 2 to 3 generic gem as well. But first off, we have some 7-star crystals, and you've seen this first one already. If you haven't yet, then check it out. This pool is something that I feel like has potential for sure, but maybe not yet. But this crystal is going to land on a 7-star version of Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye is one of the champions that I've played the most. I love this champion so much, right? But I know that he does need to be awakened, so maybe in the future, right? But now we have the second 7-star crystal. This one you haven't seen for sure. And like I said, man, Atuma, please come home. I need the awakening so I can rank 3 you. I am begging for this pull, man. By far my most wanted champion. But the crystal stops. There is Mr. Negative. There's Titania. And we get another Hawkeye. I was just saying he needs to be awakened, and what do you know? There is the dupe, man. You'll love to see it. That is one of the best pulls I could get, to be honest. So massive win there. Could he be ranked 3? Potentially. I would love to do it, right? But we'll talk about this later. Now we have some 6-star relic crystals, and I just want something good, like, I don't know, a Hulk relic maybe. But the first relic is a 6-star version of Spider-Man 2099. Now, this is a very good relic. It is pretty new, but it can give your champions Dex immunity, which is a very powerful mechanic. So I will take that for sure. But next up, we have a 6-star version of the Thor Relic. So one of the first ones ever, and it's pretty good on some champions, so I'll take it. Could be a lot worse, right? But now we have the final Relic Crystal. Hopefully something new here, but we get a 6-star version of Miss Marvel, which is an awakening, and this relic I think is good on Adam Warlock, who is ascended, so I will take it for sure. Not too shabby in the slightest. So yeah, overall pretty nice stash here, man. 2 good relics and a good awakening as well. I will take that for sure. But now it's time for the final crystal, which is the Titan Crystal. Very scared here. And yeah, let's just see what we get here, man. I was gonna hold it, but then I thought, you know what? I'll get more. I'm not too fussed. And I really want like Shang-Chi, Spider-Ham, Juggernaut dupe as well would be amazing. But yeah, so many good champions in this crystal. There is Vox, there is Iron Man, there is Null, who would be one of the best pools for me at least. And let's see what we get here, man. The crystal stops. There is Shang-Chi, there is Hyperion. And we get a 7-star version of Lady Deathstrike. I'll take that. That's not bad at all, man. That's a great champion right there. My only issue is that I have a 6-star rank 5 already, but you know what? A 7-star rank 2 should be pretty dang menacing as well. So not bad in the slightest, man. It could be a lot worse. Like there is unduped Kindred, there is unduped Spot as well. So yeah, cannot complain about that at all. But look at that, man. There is Mantis, there is Lady Deathstrike, and there was 7-star Maestro. But let's talk about this now. We have items to use, a lot of items to use. Now, first up, the Science Gem, which I pulled from Completion. And there are a lot of options in the Science class, especially for me because I have Silk, I have Photon, I have Hulk, Morbius, just so many good champions. And Science is by far the best class. So yeah, that is a tough one for sure. But hopefully, whoever I pick just has a ton of use on both attack and defense. And it's just fun for y'all as well, right? But now the generic gem. Actually, hold on, let's save that for last. Okay, now we have the Primordial Dust for some Ascensions. And I can essentially do anyone that I want. So that's going to be really tough. But there is Chioth, there is Gallon, there is Spider-Man Supreme. Just so many great options. But I want to see what y'all want to see, right? Who do y'all want to see me ascend? Because I can do whoever I want, basically. But now, the generic gem. I think there are so many options here, man. There is Danny Moonstar, there is the Overseer, there is Maestro himself. There is just so many good champions, man, like Mcoc, Mantis, or even that Hawkeye that I pulled. The possibilities are endless. So yeah, this whole exploration was just so insane, man. And having all these decisions to make now, I don't know if I can handle it, right? But hopefully I make the right choice. Hopefully it's someone that can be good for me and for y'all and for my alliance as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this exploration run. And yeah, that's about it for me.